The Philadelphia 76ers host the San Antonio Spurs, which means we are getting our first look at Victor Wembanyama versus Joel Embiid. Now, I have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. I have been big on Wemby when he was 16 years old playing France and cooking Rudy Gobert in his pro league back in the day. I guess back in the day, he's so young. I've been waiting for this, and I'm going to this game with my boy Kyle. Cannot wait. This game, hopefully, I want my Sixers obviously to win, and I know the Spurs are 8-34. I think, yeah, the Spurs are 8-34, and the Sixers are 28-13 at this moment. Let me just keep track of this. It's January 22nd, 2024. So I've been eyeing this game pretty much all year long, waiting for this, because I thought Wemby was going to be really good this year, and he is proving me every bit right, especially as of late, as they've moved him on to center, which I'll take the blame. I was one of the people that said that he should play power forward so far, in the beginning at least, until he got comfortable, because he is a smaller player. With that being said, now that he's playing center, I'm interested to see if him and Embiid are going to play one-on-one, and if Pop's going to actually let him play center for this whole game. I feel like if Zach Collins is available, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs threw Zach Collins and Victor at him at the same time, to have Victor like help on the weak side to block his shot a little bit. But I absolutely need to see an isolation situation with Embiid on Wemby. Because if anyone remembers, Embiid did make that comment earlier in the year saying Wemby needs to pick or choose what he wants to be. If he wants to be a guard or a big, if he wants to play like KD or Embiid. Embiid said, basically, does he want to play like me? And a lot of people got on quick to social media to be like, why would Victor want to be like Embiid and so-and-so? But really looking into it, why wouldn't he? Victor has the touch. He has a really good shooting touch. It's hard to say that he doesn't. Obviously, he's very young in his career. The efficiency level isn't there. I think that's more of him forcing shots, because this Spurs team is pretty god-awful. And there really isn't anyone outside of Vassell and Keldon Johnson that can really like score at will so far, as we've said so far yet in their careers. Victor on the year is averaging basically 20 points a game on 46% shooting. He's also averaging 10 rebounds, 8 defensive, 2 offensive. So his numbers all across the boards are really good, honestly. But he has to go up against the current MVP of the league, Joel Embiid, who's averaging 35 points a game, shooting 53% from the field, damn near 90% from the free throw line, 11.5 boards, 2.5 offensive, 9 pretty much defensive. And Embiid's averaging a career high in assists, so it's going to be very interesting to see what Nurse does in this game, because I feel like he's going to attack this a couple of different ways. I can see Nurse trying out different lineups, different combinations, because this Spurs team, honestly, the Sixers should beat this team pretty handedly. And the only way I can see this game being close is if Devin Vassell gets his shot going early, because I do feel like Devin Vassell might have a really good game. I can see the Sixers maybe playing a little sloppy, because Spurs team isn't very good. I do hope it's good, because I do want to see Victor a lot. I want his minutes to be higher. I don't want him to average low minutes. I don't want him to have to protect him, because really thinking about it, the Spurs only come to Philly once every year. So getting this opportunity his rookie year to see Wemby is obviously big for me. This year, I've been really focusing on trying to see every superstar that I can. A couple days ago, when the Sixers played the Nuggets, I got to see that. I got to talk about that game, because that game was pretty epic to watch in person. But I've been wanting to see all these different players, and I was really hoping that Victor was healthy for this, and especially Embiid. They both are. They're both going to play. I am super excited to see how this game goes. What I originally thought when I thought of Victor and Embiid, I kind of thought about when Shaq in his Orlando days played against Hakeem when he was still in the Rockets in the finals. I thought of that, because Embiid's now that older big, that Wemby's obviously the up and coming, like, we've never seen a player like this before. 7'5", that shoots the 3 ball and can pretty much take 2 dribbles from the free throw, from the half court line to the hoop like Giannis. Wemby is obviously special, and I am excited to see him in person. But I want to see how Embiid takes him on, because I feel like Embiid likes to go at the rookies. And obviously, Victor's a French man. Embiid knows French fluently. He is a French citizen. I want to see how this kind of goes against each other, because Embiid likes to give the rookies a little welcome to the league moment. So I want to see how Victor holds his own against Embiid, and I want to see how Embiid plays against Victor. I'm expecting Embiid to drop another 30-plus point performance, hoping Maxey gets back on track. I feel like he hasn't been as efficient recently, and he's been forcing a lot of shots and taking a lot of shots and just hasn't been on, but that's okay. I did notice that his 3-point percentage dropped, but overall, that's really just it. I want to see Wemby and Embiid versus each other, the MVP, the rookie of the year possibly, going at it. That would be pretty special, and it should be a pretty special game. So I'm very excited, and I'll hit you guys with a post game afterwards. I'm starting to get more into my NBA content, so stay tuned for more. Me again. I know the video is over, but if you like this video and want more videos like that, click this video right here. And if you want a playlist to maybe put on, maybe while you're sleeping, maybe my voice is so soothing and lovely, then click up there, that'll put a playlist. And I think right down here, there's something telling you to like. And I think now there's something telling you to subscribe. So do that, come back later for another video.